Welcome to this episode of The Buzz. We have a great show lined up today with an exclusive interview with Mr. Harmon. Details about the film festival and a very exciting segment of sports debate.
These stories and more on The Buzz.
We go in camera 3. Special plays and special players. My name is Chase Dell.
And my name is August. Let's get to it. Last week, some lucky TV production students made it to state and left to Mobile for 3 days. They went to state on April 22nd and came back on April 24th. This coming in, we have a few interviews with some of the students that went on the trip, ranging from freshmen to seniors.
Hello, I'm with
Kaden B.
and we're here to talk about Skills USA. How was the trip?
It was fun. DoorDash, don't order from DoorDash in Mobile. I would say it was more of an enlightening experience as a freshman, going and competing against seniors and learning from our mistakes. It was overall a very fun experience, and I would do it again.
So you would tell others to try out Skills USA?
Most definitely, do it. You'll meet a lot of great people, and you'll have a lot of fun.
All right, thank you. Okay, well, thank you for coming. And Jesse Gilliland, this is,
Timber, right?
and I'd just like to ask you about your experiences at Skills USA. Mind if you tell us how it was this year?
It was great. By the second day, I was really tired though. We ended up me, Jordan, Paisley, and a whole bunch of people. We didn't go to the battleship because how tired we were after the competition. But it was pretty fun.
Yeah. Would you recommend people at least attempt to do Skills USA to go on this trip?
Oh yeah, it's a great experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend to anybody that wants to go.
Right. Well, that's it. Thank you for coming on. What if I just... There we go. And let's go. Okay. Hello. This is
Luke Gable.
and I'm here to talk to you about your Skills USA trip. I want just tell us how it was, the experience of this trip.
Overall, it was a fun learning experience. You really got to know your peers, who you were with on the trip, fellow students.
Would you recommend people trying the Skills USA to go on this trip?
Yes, I would, because it's a good thing to put on your resume, and it helps you with it helps use it as like a guide towards how your work ethic should look.
Wow, that sounds like an awesome experience.
Past Tuesday, the Oxford Film Festival took place at Chakalaka Park. The intro to TV production students and studio students can join to display some of their fine projects over the past year. Let's hear a word from the students that participated.
That's right. So I'm glad I did that because it looks better.
Yeah, you really pulled it off. Honestly, my favorite part was I liked the whole Rocky reference and Kill Bill and
Oh
Karate
yeah,
Kid.
that was my favorite thing to edit. Yeah.
I was wondering, how did you sync, you synced the Hearts on Fire perfectly, just like, when Rocky ran up the mountain, he yelled, Drago. You did the same thing with Kavanaugh. Was that hard to edit to make it perfect,
It was. Because I had to add, before then I had to cut the song short, and then I had to add a certain amount of clips before then, and I didn't want to add too much. I didn't want to add too little. I had to add the exact amount.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what next year you're going to do?
I wish I had a sneak peek. I have no idea what I'm going to do next year. We'll see it when I get to JSU. We'll see what they have in store for me.
I got you. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Luke Gable. He's the man of the hour, like I said. And
Thank you.
I'm curious what he.
See y'all.
Actually falling, that's actually claymation, because there are two main forms of stop motion. There's brick filming, which is what I do with Legos, and then there's claymation, where you make clay figurines. Then again, there's also all these subcategories like paper, drawings, which are more like flip books, and then you have like action figures. But I wouldn't see myself doing multi-million, but I do have a lot of people I look up to just on YouTube. One of those people being Ed Bound. He's a really funny brick filmer, really talented. I've used his stop motions as a reference for a lot of my own. So I hope to one day be like some of those big people up there.
Right. Well, everyone, this is Braden. His Lego stop motion film was epic. I suggest you all checking that out. And yeah, see you all next year.
Man, oh man, Luke and Braden's feature films were pretty cool. I can't wait for what a cinematic idea students will come up with for the next year and the next news coverage.
I caught up with Mr. Harmon earlier this week about the past school year, what we could do and what we could do for the next year. Let's take a look at what he said. My name is August Frederick, and today I am here with Mr. Harmon. Today we're going to be asking him a couple questions about how the school year's been. So how do you think the 2023-2024 school year has been?
So I think it's been a great year. One of the things that I take a lot of pride in is at Oxford High School, we say best is the standard, and that's not just words, it's not just a cliche. In everything that we do, really we try to provide the best opportunities for our students, the best resources, best facilities. But really the beauty in that is matched up with the effort that our students put into what they do, because I really feel like that our students, put their best effort in everything they do. And whether that's in athletics or academics, because we provide a lot of opportunities in both of those arenas, I feel like our students really take that to heart to give their best effort, and I'm super proud of that.
Would you say the students meet your expectations this year?
Oh, definitely. We set the bar high. I think that one of the most important things you can do as a principal of a school or as an educator is to set high expectations. I think that you've got to set high expectations, and then you need to make sure that you give the people in your organization, your teachers, your support staff, your students, the resources to meet those expectations. So I think we have a really good balance here of high expectations, but we also have the resources and the support to meet those expectations. And I feel like the students are doing a really good job of responding to that.
What plans do you have for the upcoming school year?
Well, we have a lot of great things going on that we will look to continue and to expand. One of the programs that's really growing leaps and bounds is our Vision 1. We just had our second annual Student Leadership Conference where our students invited other schools from the region to come in and learn how to establish a Vision 1 program. So I know that's something that's going to grow. And we just had our ACT test, so we'll be getting results back from that. So we're looking forward to celebrating those results and really just taking a look at the things that we offer and how we can always look to make those bigger and better.
What about Career Tech? Do we have any big things happening with Career Tech next year?
Definitely. A lot of things going on in the Career Tech program, specifically the Create Center. So that's a regional effort to bring together industry with students and career tech classes, and that's over in the old Honeywell building. Just opened that up, so that's going to be something that's going to be very exciting and be something that's really good for our students.
How would you say we could bring the students of Oxford closer together?
I say, there's probably several ways to do that, but one way that comes to mind initially with that question is just getting involved in the things that we have available to students. A perfect example was the film festival last night. That is such a great event, and if people come out and support those events, students are coming together, supporting other students in work that they've done, and every year when I leave the film festival, I'm just blown away because I'm like, God, that was awesome, so awesome film festival, and we have those things going on all the time. So one thing that we try to do is every week we send out a weekly agenda email, that gives upcoming events for the rest of the year, but it also gives the specific events that are going on that week. And so if students have an opportunity to look at that, they can attend some of those events with their friends and support other students in the work they're doing. So I think that would be a great way to do that.
I'd like to thank you for giving us your time.
Thanks for having me, and appreciate the work that you guys do in TV production, and super proud of y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon. Now on to Chase with the weather.
On with the weather. Friday's low will be 65 degrees Fahrenheit between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. and the high will be 82 Fahrenheit between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and a low of 20% chance of precipitation. That's it for weather. Make sure to wear something fresh not to burn up in the weather.
Why did the baseball team hire a pastry chef? Because they wanted to batter with more cake. Now moving on to today's sports segment. We're going to talk about baseball. On Thursday, May 2nd and Friday, May 3rd, our baseball teams had 3 games. The OHS hosted Mountain Brook in a Class 6A quarterfinal. Yellow Jackets played their best in this best-of-3 matchup, winning the first game of 6-5. The second game, OHS lost 2-4. In the third game, 5-4. Good job to both teams. Both did great. Oxford now advances to the semifinals of the state playoffs. Our softball team is also playing in the state playoffs. They will be playing today, May 6th, in the 6A regionals, hoping to earn a spot in the AHSAA state championship. Good luck to all our Yellow Jacket athletic teams participating in the state finals. Mother's Day is coming up. Because of this special segment. We have a few OHS teachers and staff members that talked with our students about this special day.
Hi, I'm Ripley, and this is
Miss Gilbert.
And I'm going to be interviewing her about Mother's Day. So, how do you feel about Mother's Day as a whole, like the whole holiday?
As the whole holiday, I think it's amazing being a mother, and I still have my mother with me, and I also still have my grandmother. So 3 generations, as well as my sister, and I have a multitude of aunts. I really love the holiday. We're like a really close family. We do a lot together, and so I love the holiday.
All right. How do you think other mothers feel about it? Like, do you think they have to, do you think they struggle with it, or do you think maybe, theirs are easier?
I can speak on my husband because his mother is no longer with us, so I think sometimes you have to be mindful of those who may not have a mother that may have passed away or maybe don't even have a good relationship. So I'm sure this holiday affects people in multiple ways, and so you just try to do what's best for the person that you're dealing with when you're talking about the holiday.
I'm so sorry about his loss.
Oh, thank you.
But I do agree with that people should consider that not everyone has a mother to appreciate, or that sometimes the relationship isn't hard, but all around I feel like all mothers should be appreciated for the efforts they put in for their children and what they do.
I absolutely agree. It's a hard job that we don't get paid for. Well, I guess our payment is to see our children grow up and develop and become the adults that they are.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great payment. Anyways, I would like to thank you for your time, and on to the Miss Jones.
Thank you.
Hello, my name's Ripley Britton.
Hi, I'm Lauren Jones.
And I am interviewing her about Mother's Day. So, how do you feel about Mother's Day as a whole?
I love Mother's Day. I think it's a good day to celebrate my mom. I'm also a mother, so it feels really good to be celebrated when, I think moms give a lot of themselves to others and caring for others, and so it's nice to have a day that others are caring for you or caring for your mom.
Yeah, I get that. So how do you think other mothers feel about it? Do you think they get the same, or do you think maybe some might have to struggle?
So before I had my first son, I dealt with like some struggles with Mother's Day. I wanted to be a mother, and it was not happening in the aspect that I wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand and sympathize with those that Mother's Day is not an easy day. My husband has a like not so great relationship with his mother, so like I know that it's difficult for him. So Mother's Day can be very hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think a mother looks different in different capacities too. I think even when you don't necessarily have birth children or whatnot, or have adopted or things like that, like I would say every teacher in this building is a mother, because we care for children on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I think that mothers look differently in different aspects. So yeah, I think it can definitely be difficult for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But I think as a whole, mothers should be appreciated because they put a lot of effort just for their kids, so that way they could get where they need to be and have food on their plate and clothes on their back.
It's true.
But thank you for your time, and back to the studio.
You're very welcome.
Wow, that was really cool. And thank you again for those great interviews, Ripley.
Hello, Oxford. I'm here today with Jaden, and we have a great debate about who's the best NFL quarterback is.
Gotta move, camera 3.
All time.
All time. So I think Mike Vick is up there. I think Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham?
That's the best. It's my opinion.
You know, I think you're wrong.
So who could it be?
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Dan Marino.
The white boy out of all people.
Yes, the white boy, Dan Marino.
Okay, so give me a good explanation on why you think this is true.
Fake spike. You know what I'm talking about? Tricked the whole D-line.
Didn't Ben Roethlisberger do somewhat the same thing?
No.
Kind of.
Kind of, but not the same thing. He also won every single game in his season.
Okay. So who's the best running back of all time?
Best running back?
Of all time.
Devin A-Chain.
Barry Sanders.
Christian McCaffrey.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry?
It's better than Christian McCaffrey.
Get a load of this guy.
It's better than Christian McCaffrey. Way better.
Well, I guess that's it for right now. But you know, we're definitely going to continue this later. And I'm going to get my point across.
No.
No, brother. Well, that's the sport debate, guys.
No better.
Make sure to be on the lookout for more episodes of The Buzz. Now, as always, go Big O.